Digital games. Open.
How's it going, YouTube? This is Zeke from Garurumon Plays, and today we have a match between the Galaxy, or Sun and Moon deck, versus the pre-ban list for Garurumon X. We had a couple people running around with a Baklimon, so I just wanted to go full power Garurumon today. So Buka into the BT5 Gabu, playing down another BT5, grabbing a Garurumon, and bottom decking the rest. Over to Galaxy, we'll see him hatch a Sunmon, Digivolve that into the Ludamon, and we see a bit of a misplay here. He's gonna try for the red Mem boost, but he has to have the Garurumon out first. He's able to do it in the end, but he has to play the Garurumon for the red and then play out the red memory boost after. So with that, he's able to grab the Apollomon off the search and pass it back over. I play down a mental training, grabbing off the top, deciding which one of those I want, whether it's the Gabu or the Garurumon. Grabbing the Gabumon from EX1, swinging in, and it crashes and dies. And then we're gonna Digivolve into the new BT15 Garurumon, passing back over. We're going to see him promote up the Lunamon, which allows him to return a Digimon to his hand to gain 2 memory. If I remember correctly, he was hurting for level 4s this first game. He plays out the Garurumon, cracks the Mem boost, and then plays out another Lunamon. So looks like we might see a bunch of Rookie Rush coming up here soon. Debating on promoting up the Garurumon on my side, decide to remain in raising. We're just going to play the BT15 Matt Ishida, able to grab a Gabu or Garurumon and add to hand. One thing most people mess up on is he cannot trigger himself. You actually have to, it has to add a card by a Digimon effect, so he can't gain the memory himself. Passing back over, we see Sunmon. And returning the Lunamon from its own effect to gain 2, and then the Garurumon gaining 2 more. Digivolving the Garurumon in the back. Still unable to see level 4s, but with the right amount of memory, he can just start hard slamming here if he needs to. So he's gonna hard stam the Cresamon. It's the level 5 from the Galaxy lineup for the blue. And that'll put me at 1 and pass back over. Pushing out the stack here. Going to Digivolve into the Garurumon X antibody from EX5. With this able to draw 2 and discard 2. And then if it's over a Garurumon, you gain 1 memory. So deciding what to pitch here. Gaining 1, suspending Matt to gain 1 from drawing a card. Or adding a card to hand, rather. So now up at 3 memory. Just gonna go ahead and swing in, draw from when attacking, not wanting to commit too much. Slamming straight into the Phoebus blow, which deletes the opponent's lowest DP. So only 1 stack, it's gone. Playing the BT5 Gabu and grabbing the Garurumon X from EX5 again. Digivolving into Gabu X, revealing top 5, able to grab the Gabumon X and the secret MetalGarurumon. You're able to grab cards with X anybody its name, so it can actually search itself out. Cracking the training here, Digivolving into Garurumon. Digivolving into Garurumon X. Drawing 2, discarding 2, and gaining 1 memory. Pitching the new Garurumon Ace and the Garurumon X, gaining the 1. Still debating here. Really worried. The deck is still frail whenever it comes to security options, but it looks like We're just trying to clear as much as we can, so we're returning the Lunamon so he can't gain as much memory at the start of the turn. So he'll start off with just 2. Promotes the Garurumon. No tamers to gain memory off of, but he does Digivolve straight into the Apollomon, and it does have Blitz. So with that, he's able to swing in, and then it will trash something of equal or less DP as long as his security is checked. So back over, Digivolving the Buka into the EX1 Gabu. Digivolving into the Garurumon from BT15. And then playing out another mat here, grabbing the MetalGarurumon Ace to pass over. We see a Sunmon hatched. Digivolving into the Garurumon again. It's going to still be missing his level 4s. Oh, nope, there's one finally. So we see Pheramon Digivolved, or is it Firemon? I'm not sure, but both the level 4s allow you to search, so he's able to grab one of each color, so Lekis and Flaremon here. And with that, using the Garurumon's effect, he can put the top card to the bottom to gain 2, and then Digivolve into the Lekis. In order to do the search again, he's able to add both the Tamers, one Sayo and Ko and one Ko and Sayo. And he goes ahead and swings in with the Apollomon, hitting into the Blitz Omnimon, which ends up deleting that one. Debating here, just playing out the Sayo and Ko, which has a start of opponent's turn where he can actually play out a Digimon from the sources. He's going to play out a Pheramon, which has the on play to be able to search top 3 again. Pick up 2 more, but it seems like they're all Light Fang at this point. And so with that, he grabs the Apollomon here, I believe. Pushing up the Garuru, Digivolving into the Garuru X. Drawing 2. Discarding 2, gaining 1 for them, gaining 2 for each of the mats. Still debating here. The majority of the deck is already in hand at this point, so we're gonna go ahead and Digivolve into the one of promo Garurumon. Swing and unsuspend. Draw a card and do the search with the EX1 Gabumon. And smacking straight into another one of the Phoebus blows, so stack number 2 down. It's kind of difficult here when you keep losing every single stack to swings into security. We're going to see the Hammer Spark played to go up to 2, and then hard dropping of the BT7 Garurumon. On play, if you have a Tamer, you end up gaining back 2 memory, making him just a net of about 5 memory cost. Passing back over. Promoting up the Garurumon. Gaining 1 memory because he has a Tamer. Debating which way to go about this. There are so many options in the Galaxy deck at this point. So he's going to Digivolve into the Crescimon, which will end up stunning the Garurumon on my side. Going to use the Garurumon's effect to put to the bottom, gain 2. When a source is added, he can gain 1 with the Ko and Sayo. Digivolving into Flaremon for a reduced cost. It ends up being a 0 Digivolution cost with all the inheritables and the abilities as they're going through. Sunmon will reduce it by 1, and then the effect of Flaremon himself reduces it by 2. Going into Dianamon, which further stuns my Digimon again. We were double checking here to make sure it stunned only Digimon and not Tamers, so essentially the Garurumon is double stunned at this point. Do keep in mind that my friend was actually borrowing the Galaxy deck for today, so don't go too hard on him. It's not an easy deck to pilot. It is super fun though. So he swings in Dianamon, hitting into a mental training, and then plays out Ko and Sayo, the opposite of Sayo and Ko. So now he has a memory fixer, and then he will end up putting that at the bottom, playing out the Apollomon, and this will allow him to blitz, doing 2 checks and deleting my Digimon. And if he had the actual level 7, he would be able to go straight into him now, but unfortunately he does not, so he just passes over. Still able to play out the source with So and Kaio at the start of opponent's turn. We're gonna hatch the Bukumon. Hard playing the Gabu X here. Going down to 0, grabbing the Garurumon. Suspending both of the mats to gain 2 memory. Cracking the training to go into the Garuru for a cost of 0. And this is when I end up counting up my deck to see if it's even worth it, because I would have been able to clear board except for 1 and keep the blocker out. Going all the way up into Omni X this turn. It was possible, but I would have had no way to actually kill after that, so I go ahead and scoop it up here. Death by options for game 1. Like I said, the deck dies to options, but it's still super fast. So we're gonna go into game 2 here. I'm gonna start us off with hatching into a Bukumon. And then no rookies here, hard slamming the BT15 Garuru, so not looking too good here. Hatching Sunmon. And looks like he's in much of the same boat, hard slamming Lekis. Able to grab, passing over 2 of the options there, but able to grab the rookie. Digivolve rookie in the back. And then just dropping the Sayo and Ko to pass turn. Digivolving into the Garurumon X, drawing 2, discarding 2, and gaining 1 memory here. Digivolving into the new Garurumon Ace and stunning out the Sayo and Ko. And then Digivolving into the MetalGarurumon, the secret rare, and stunning everything on board. Digivolving into the Pheromon, revealing top 3, able to grab the Ko and Sayo and the Lunamon. And just playing out the Ko and Sayo there to pass me back over with 1 memory. Finally seeing a rookie, Digivolving in the back, swinging and unsuspending, drawing 1 for the Garuru. Check is 12, but with the Garuru X as inheritable, we prevent the deletion. Swinging in again. It lives this time. We Digivolve into 1, or 4-1, and then we end up bouncing all of the level 4s back to hand with the MetalGarurumon X. Swinging with X Antibody now, digivolving into Omni X, checking for options, end up just pulling the Tamer out, and then doing the final check. And with a clear board at this point, if I remember correctly, he hatches, but he goes ahead and scoops up here pretty soon. So neither one of us ended up with rookies in the beginning, but that super fast climb up to a level 7 all the way after that, you have to punish anytime they hard slam in these decks. Moving into game 3, we will see him hatch the Sunmon. And then he will digivolve into the Lunamon here. And then playing out the Sayo and Co to pass over. Hatch the Buka, play out Mental Training. Grab the Garurumon X Antibody from BT9. Digivolve into the Gabu X. And then play out Matt, revealing 3. Debating on which of those to grab. Looks like we're missing the level 4, I think. So, grabbing the Garurumon from BT15. Lunamon is promoted. Digivolved into Lekis, revealing the top 3. Only 1 hit, so grabbing the Ko and Sayo. Gaining 2 memory by tucking it to the bottom with the Lunamon's effect. Gaining another memory from Sayo and Co. Digivolving into Pheramon for 2. Revealing top 3. This time able to grab 2 hits. He's going to grab the Pheramon and the Goodnight Moon option, which ends up stunning something out once played. Still at 3 memory though. Gonna end up playing Ko and Sayo just to choke me over to 1. And then on play, tucks to the bottom, and digivolves back into the Pheramon, revealing top 3, grabbing Garurumon and Lekismon. And then start of turn, he ends up, has to be something of the same level. So if I remember correctly, yes, he plays out the Lekismon again, reveals top 3, able to grab the option and the Lunamon. So now I have to be worried about that option in hand here. We're going to promote up the Gabu X, digivolve into Garurumon. Because I have a mat, I can draw 1, and then I gain 1 by suspending the mat. From here, we're going to digivolve into the Garurumon X Antibody, drawing 2, discarding 2, and gaining 1 memory. Tucking the X Antibody, cracking Training, digivolving into the Were X for 1, and bouncing the level 4 stack with all the sources, swinging in here, digivolving into Metal X to bounce the other. 1 check, and if I remember correctly, he's just going to hatch, digivolve, and then play the option and kill my stack there. So that Phoebus blow is the bane of my existence this game. But it was 1 check in. Still not too bad here. He's just checking to see what he can bring back. He has a Tamer this time, so he gets to bring back the Pheramon, and now passing over, hatching the Bukamon here. Digivolving here into the BT15 Gabumon. Playing out the mental training. Checking which, grabbing the EX5 Garurumon X, and then playing a mat just to further set up. Grabbing the MetalGarurumon Ace. Promoting up, gaining 1 for the Garurumon because he has a tamer. Digivolving into the Pheromon, revealing top 3. Grabbing GraceNova and Coinsio. First time we've finally seen GraceNova. He's going to use the Corunomon's effect to put to the bottom, gain 2, gain another with Garurumon, and then Digivolve into Lekismon for a cost reduced by 1 because of the Sunmon. He's going to Digivolve into Flaremon here. If I remember correctly, he had the possibility of going all the way up into GraceNovamon here, but he wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to kill me this turn, and was afraid of the crackback. I do kind of want to play the deck as well. I know that my build isn't just the 8 rookies, 8 champions. I am playing a few extra things. Ukomon is very, very good in the deck. With the Ukomon-Lunamon combo on turn 1, your next turn you're automatically starting at 4 memory, even if they put you to 1. So regardless of how things go, you can promote, hatch, Digivolve, return to hand, and then replace the Ukomon in raising. So the deck has some crazy potential, and just the whole Dianamon-Apollomon combo, you're able to stun things out, swing, get massive amounts of damage, and then nuke the board if you want to. That's before you even go into GraceNovamon. I've seen lists running Blitz Omni, I've seen all sorts of things going on out there. But for here, we're going to see him play down, or actually, excuse me, use the Coinsio's ability to tuck to the bottom, and then Digivolve into Flaremon again for a cost of 0 because of the tamer effect. And we know he has some of the pieces. He just wasn't sure if going into GraceNovamon was worth it here, so he's just going to choke me to 1 by playing out another Coinsio and hopefully going off the following turn. So we're going to see Coinsio's ability here, playing out a Flaremon from sources, and then the promotion of the Gabumon. Because I have a mat, start of turn I get to draw 1, suspending both mats to gain 2. Cracking the boost prematurely. I meant to Digivolve into the Gabu X here first. He let me do it, but yes. It should have Digivolved immediately there. But able to grab the Garurumon X and the Omnimon X. Now cracking the training. Digivolving into the EX5 Garurumon for 0 cost. And then into the Garurumon X. Drawing 2, discarding 2, and gaining 1 memory. Moving up to 4. Digivolving into the promo Garurumon. Tucking X anybody here. Swinging and drawing 1, and then unsuspending. 1 check with jamming currently, making sure I added the right amount of sources. Smacking in and living, No Phoebus blows this time. Still afraid of that option, so I was debating on going into the secret at this point, but we're just gonna go for it. Swing in, Digivolve into Where X. Doing 2 checks now. Playing a Hammer Spark to go up to 1, sorry, go up to 2. Digivolving into the MetalGarurumon Ace. Pitching 3, Digivolving for 1 into the Metal X. And then Digivolving into the Omnimon X to swing, just to make sure we don't run into any more options. So overall, fun deck. I'll give you the new list, post-ban list here next week. But for now, here is the GraceNova deck list, and then my pre-ban list, MetalGarurumon. I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and until next time, I'll see you on the digital plane, playing the Digimon card game.